Well, good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to talk about a device that I picked up that unfortunately will be going back. The device that I want to talk about today is a environment monitor, and the price ranges on this thing here all the way up to about 150 bucks. And I just wanted to have something that was, another smart home device that would monitor with air quality in the house. And the device I picked up was this device by Onelink, by Firstalert. Actually, it says three names: Nuke, Firstalert, and Onelink. So basically, what it is, it's a small device that monitors your air quality and your CO2. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. This is what the device looks like. You have your power adapter here. And of course, you have this very, very small almost like a Google Home looking thing. There it is. With an LED ring around it right here. And so, the device was... There was other devices out there I looked at, but I didn't really want to spend too much. And I got this device on eBay for a really, really great price. It's about 30 bucks. And I was like, okay, well, that's worth it to go ahead and try that, because maybe I can link it up with some of my other devices in the house to, just control the environment there. And, who knows what other possibilities you can do with this thing. So the idea in this set, it's a baby monitor. And it's really for that purpose, is to monitor... a little monitor. It says low-level CO2 emissions in a baby's room, which is, I guess, that's pretty important not to have any kind of CO2, I guess, when you have a baby. But it also monitors temperature and humidity. And first negative thing I have to say about this, and this is going to be my honest review about this device. Several negative things about this device. Now, one, I do like the way it looks. It doesn't really take up a lot of room, and the LED ring is actually very, very it's very, very nice. It's actually very, very bright, okay? So I plugged it in, and the light that I'll actually show you here, since I got you on video. We'll just go ahead and plug this thing in here. Hopefully you guys can see it here. So when you first plug it in, it'll glow amber, of course. And we're just going to put that down. And I'll pick it up again in a second here. And so that's your status ring. So basically, the idea in this is that when you have a white ring on it, it's going to be at room temperature, the desired preset. And what you do is in the app, you actually set your perfect room temperature. So it's going to monitor. And again, I kind of thought this device, it is more for a baby, of course. I kind of thought it would serve some purpose in my home. And for the price I got it for, I was like, hey, why not? So naturally you have your whites, you set your desired temperature, but let's face it, I guess this would kind of be useful to get a notification if in fact maybe your heating system went out and you're away from home and maybe the house is getting pretty cold. You don't want to get your house under like 55 degrees just for the pipes and all that stuff, right? So they call it at-a-glance notifications. The LED ring indicates immediate shifts in the nursery's environment. Amber, the room temperature is warmer than desired level. Blue, it's colder. And red, CO2 levels have been detected. Now, as far as humidity, it's not going to give you any notifications on the ring, but it will show you that in the app. And so the first negative thing I have to say about it is that the instructions are horrible. And I'm a guy who knows what he's doing when it comes to all the smart home stuff. I've set up so many different devices in this house. And let's face it, some of them work better than others. Some of them are easier to set up than others. But I'm pretty familiar with how to set this stuff up. So first and foremost, the one negative thing I have to say about this, and maybe I should have read more or did a little more research on it, but it only works with iOS. So if you have an Android phone and you don't have an iPad laying around or whatever, you're out of luck setting this thing up. So that's the first negative thing to say about it. So I didn't realize that. However, I have an iPad, so it wasn't really all that big of a deal for me. As you can see, the ring is still flashing orange, and that's not actually correct. If we pop open the manual here, alright, so we got the Onelink room environment monitor. Basically, when you first get it, you're going to have to pop the inside off, the top of this right here. The cap pops off, and you'll see a little tab. And what that tab is, it's for the battery backup. So the tab actually is designed to keep the battery at a full charge and not be drained while it's sitting there in the box, okay? So I pulled that off naturally. And unfortunately, the battery, this thing keeps making battery alert noises that the battery's dead, like your smoke alarm, and you can't turn it off. You can't turn off the notifications. So that's really annoying to get something right out of the box and have it have a bad battery already. So and it's one of the little tiny batteries, so it's not the kind of battery you could easily just go and pick up somewhere. You have to go, you're just not going to have one laying around the house, basically, okay? And so it's going to be probably about a $5 to $10 battery. So that's the next negative thing I have to say. Although that really doesn't have anything to do with the supplier, it is kind of odd that they sent these things out with the proper tab in there, so this thing would not actually so this thing would, sorry about that, I got a little delay there. So this thing would actually, you know, not lose its juice in transit or whatever, but, so I don't know, unfortunately that didn't work out. As far as setup is concerned, there really isn't anything in here. I was trying to go to the App Store, or the Google App Store, trying to find the app for this thing, and that's the first time I was like, why am I not being able to find the app? And I went ahead and downloaded, did exactly what they said to do. They said to go in here and, just so you guys know, move the cap. Let's see here. I just want to read it word for word. Alright, so here's the instructions. Sorry about that. Download the Onelink app from the App Store. So it does say that, but I was thinking the Google Play Store, so naturally there is no app. There's Onelink apps, but I was downloading the wrong app, and then you couldn't get the thing to work, so I realized it has to be the specific Onelink app from the Google Play Store. So that's kind of annoying that you're limited to, again, with having to use iOS. Okay, let's face it, most people maybe have an iPad laying around or whatever, but anyway, so moving on. Once you set it up, it wasn't too difficult to set up. The only problem is that when you're trying to get this thing to connect to Wi-Fi, it's supposed to go into a mode here where it has the blue ring set up. It should automatically go into that mode when you're setting up your Wi-Fi. And I could not get this thing to connect to my Wi-Fi network. For whatever reason or another, I have 5 gigahertz and 2.4 beam broadcasting. There's nothing to do with my router. No reason why this should not be able to be set up. And it just wouldn't work. So with that being said, since I got you on camera right now, I just want to go over to my iPad. I'm going to grab that. Pop that out of the wall. With my brand new in-wall iWall dock. If you haven't seen my video on that, definitely check that out for mounting an iPad flush mounted in the wall. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the app here. Hopefully I didn't delete it already. So, let's see. So Onelink Home, I have the app, as you can see, right here. And so you sign into your Onelink account, which I've already done. I have my accessory in here from setting it up the other day. And this thing still is showing readings on this, and it shouldn't be. It says, so let's just see. It says here it's 71 in the room, and I know it's not 71 in this room. Let me try to press the button and see if we can test the alarm. So as you can see, it's still not connected to the network. And so once you unplug this thing, it basically resets your connections. And maybe the battery being low is the issue there. I'm not really sure, but either way, it's been frustrating right out of the box, okay? So let's go ahead and just set it up again. Now, what you're supposed to do is when you get this device and you go to add, you basically just go to add the device and you click the environment monitor. And it says your device's Wi-Fi is enabled. So your device is not enabled. So rerun the system check. So right out of the box, this thing should work. Well, what I learned, alright, so now it says device's Wi-Fi is enabled. I believe that's this device's Wi-Fi. And now it says, please make sure your device's Wi-Fi, please turn on your iOS device's Wi-Fi to continue. It's already on. So there's a real issue with the app to begin with right there. Let me just go ahead and double check that just for the hell of it. Make sure nothing accidentally gotten turned off or anything like that. Just to make sure. Go into settings here. So we are connected to the network. No issues there. So let's go back into the app and see what it does again. We'll go click the Onelink Home. It says here, before we continue, we determine the following. Your device's Wi-Fi is enabled. We have discovered the following. So it says it's okay. So now we go next. You'll need the environment monitor, the Wi-Fi credentials. So we're going to plug it in, twist and lift this is where it says plug in the device, twist and lift the battery compartment, pull the activation tab, put the cover back on, okay? Wait for the blue light to start flashing. Well, the blue light never starts flashing. And so what you actually have to do is there's a reset button underneath. You press 5 times. So we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And still nothing. So Now see, here's where the frustration starts. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, it turned green, 4, and 5. Okay, so now it's flashing blue, as you can see. That's what it's supposed to do in order for you to connect the Wi-Fi. We're going to go ahead and press the connection button here. See where it says choose accessory. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys here. I don't know if you can see that. No accessories in range. Alright. And see, this is what it was doing the other day. Kept giving me the no accessories in range. So let's go ahead and try it again. Let me go ahead and go back. It says here pairing accessory, no accessory in range. Let's give it a little bit. Sometimes these devices take a little longer, right? We don't want to jump the gun. Alright, so the light stopped flashing. Still says no accessories in range. We'll give it a second. And this is why I wanted to do this review, because let's face it, I may be buying this device or have this device because I want it to basically monitor, you know, just CO2. It's another CO2 monitor in the home that'll give you alerts, even low-level CO2. Alright, so wait, now it just turned green, and now it's a dark, like purplish blue. We'll give it a second. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Hey, maybe this video will turn into a good video review after all. Alright. Still says no accessories in range. It's just a solid blue light now. And we still have nothing here. So, this was kind of the problem I had the other night when I was trying to get this thing connected to the network. It just wouldn't connect. It just would, no matter what I did, I had an issue with it. So, let's just go ahead and try it again. Let's go back, because it definitely shouldn't take this long. We're going to go back to the very beginning. And let me go ahead and let's delete this device, because maybe we're going to unpair it. Maybe it's getting confused because it was already paired, right? Okay, so now we have no devices. So now it's chirping. So that's the annoying thing it's going to do now until I replace the battery. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to reset it. We're going to do that again. We're going to add device, environment monitor, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then nothing. It seems to be stuck in the blue mode. So let's unplug it. Let's try that again. We're going to plug it back in. Wait till we get our orange ring. And just while we're waiting for that thing to boot up there, more comfort. It says here, know when you're not there. The Onelink monitor will keep you up to date with your home's environment through your phone. More comfort, temperature, monitoring the temperature in your, it says here, monitor the temperature in your room. The Onelink monitor will notify you on your phone if the temperature is below or above the desired preset level. More safety, carbon monoxide. The Onelink monitor will notify you on your phone if carbon monoxide is detected. Also, alarm if extremely dangerous levels are detected. And more convenience, humidity. Onelink monitor also track relative humidity. It will notify you on your phone if the humidity is below or above the desired preset level. So okay, so moving on here, I'm going to hit done. Let's reset it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it's turned green and it should start flashing blue. All right, now it's flashing blue, means it's ready to be paired. I'm going to go ahead and click next here. Go and click next. It says wait for the blue light to start flashing. Tap the button below to set up your accessory. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now it says choose an accessory like it did before. So let's see if it says no accessories in range again. So we're going to give it a second here. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. And again, my thing with this is that if you can't even get the device paired properly and get it up and working, I wouldn't really depend upon something like this to protect your child. And that's the whole point of this thing, is not for what I'm doing with it, but to protect your child. Or, you know, naturally, I mean, you know, when you're sleeping, carbon monoxide's killer too. I want to know that I'm protected if I have something like this in my bedroom and I'm sleeping and knowing it's going to be working properly. And we don't even know because we can't even get the thing paired. So, alright, so our light stopped flashing. Let's see what happens here. Still says no accessories in range. Still no luck here, folks. Sorry, guys. It does, however, have a 10-year limited warranty, which you'll probably need. Yeah, just not really too impressed so far. I mean, it's just not. And now we got the purple ring again. No go. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and do something here. Let me exit out. We're just going to kill this app. We're going to kill all the other apps here. And let's try it again. We're going to go ahead and press that button again. Let me just press and hold it. Maybe it'll have like a reset function. Alright, so that's testing the alarm. You can see that. There you go. So pretty loud. About 85 dB, I think is what they said. So let's see here. So now we don't have any colored ring whatsoever. Let's try again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And nothing. So, alright, let's try it again, folks. Last time. We're going to unplug it. We're going to plug it back in. We got the orange ring here. We're going to go ahead and get it into Wi-Fi mode, which it automatically should go into. You know, it just doesn't, but let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it turned green. We're going to open up the Onelink app once it starts flashing blue, which it has. Again, that symbolizes that the thing is ready to be paired. We're going to go ahead and add the device. Click Environment Monitor. Skip all this other nonsense. Whoops. Before continuing, we're determining the following. Your device's Wi-Fi is enabled. That's on this device. We have the device, the power cord, we're plugged in. We have the pull tab pulled, and the cover is back on. We're going to select the home that we've already created when we set it up with, setting up your username and password. Wait for the blue light to start flashing. Tap the button. So here we go again. Let's tap the button. Let's see it. It says choose an accessory. Let's see what we get here. No accessories in range. We'll even get it closer here. I mean, it's right next to it. So the blue light has stopped flashing. I know a lot of this video, guys, is me sitting here talking to you, but I'm just trying to show you my frustration with this device. This should be very, very easy to set up, and it just isn't working properly. I don't know why. I'm not really sure. The weird thing, too, is that this thing here, once it gets to that point where it's actually recognized, there is a code you enter in here. And naturally, we haven't gotten to that point. So the light just turned green. Now back to purple. We'll see what it does here. Let's let it kind of sit. See if I'm missing something here. I'm not doing wrong or doing right here. Test silence button, alarm horn. Yeah, just what if carbon monoxide is detected? Maintenance, as far as the battery, that's all you're really doing there as far as maintenance. Yeah, we're not getting anything here. So no accessories in range. It says here if you don't see your accessory you were looking for, check it as power. So there's the battery going dead, naturally, so that's going to make noise again until I change it. Your phone's or tablet's Wi-Fi is on, you're connected to the correct network, your accessory is in pair mode. If your accessory is in pair mode, the LED light ring will be flashing blue. If not, you'll need to reset the accessory by pressing the button in the bottom of the unit 5 times. Your accessory has not or already been paired with another user. It says if it has been paired, you'll need to give it permission. So I've already went ahead and deleted it or unpaired it, so it should completely work. Let's try to do that again there. We're going to press it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, once it turns, it gets this blue light going, there's really nothing we can do. We got to unplug it again. So we're going to let it sit for a second here. Alright, let's plug it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And nothing happened again. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And still nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, we know it's going to work now because it turned green. It is flashing blue. We're going to go ahead and try it again here. It says here, choose accessory, no accessories in range. So, I don't know. And this is actually even worse than it was the other night. At least the other night I was able to at least get it to pair and add it to the network. But then once that was done, it wasn't able to add it to, well, let's see what's going on here. So stop flashing. Turning green again. Turning purple, and that is it. So, guys, I want to give up on this here because we've just spent 20 minutes trying to follow these very, very simple instructions to get this thing to pair with your device and then to connect to your network. And it just, no matter what I do, it will not connect to the network. It will not, the iPad will not find the device. And somehow the other night I was able to stumble onto it. Suddenly it just detected the device and I was able to get it to work. Today, no such luck. So if I'm going to mess around with it once I get off camera here a little bit more before I pack it up in the box. I already got the shipping label ready to go to send it back. Definitely not the kind of device that I think it's, I mean, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't trust this with my baby. If you can't even get it to pair, it just says a lot about, I don't know, about this particular device. So, I don't know, you know, if I get it to work, I'll do another video review explaining maybe what I found or what I did, but as far as right now, there's not too many reviews I give on YouTube that are negative about a product, but I have to say, this is going to be one of the few negative reviews about this product. It's an annoyance. It's going to keep making that noise, and you can't even get the damn thing set up. So, very disappointing. I was, you know, got it for such a good deal. I was like, okay, that looks kind of cool. It's another Wi-Fi device on the network and monitoring the house and the humidity. But as far as I'm concerned, this is going back. So, what's kind of weird about this is that I've seen this under two different names. It's the Firstalert Onelink, and then sometimes it has the Nuke or Nuke, and other times it doesn't. I'm not really sure if maybe they came out with this under a different name at first or what, but as far as I'm concerned, this product gets 2 thumbs down. So if you guys have this product, have any issues or any experience with this product, don't hesitate to drop a comment and tell me what you think. If you want to buy this product, I will put a link in the description. Maybe I just got a bad one, but either way, it's going back. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.